We're going to start with our Dresdens, and for starters I am just going to do them in two colors so that you can see how the ruler is used and what we do. There are examples of the result when you use different fabrics, stitch them together in stripes, strips and different widths, and what happens. I do invite you to experiment with that a little bit because the results are quite extraordinary. So I'm going to take my 6.5 inch wide ruler and I am going to cut. You can see I've actually got 4 layers of fabric here. I've got a dark and a relatively dark, but it's a neutral with a color, so it's going to look pretty cool. And I'm going to give this a snip. Then I can move over to my Dresden ruler. I'm again going to layer these in 2. It just makes it a little bit quicker. And I'm going to place it on my 2-inch marker line down there. So on the Dresden ruler, the 22.5 inch triangle, I'm placing it on the 2-inch mark. And I am going to trim it, and then we're going to do all of them. So that's 2. On the ruler it says to you that we need 16, so I'm just going to keep going until I've got 16. So that's 2. Right, so now to create a petal, we need to fold the petal in half and stitch along the long side on a 1/4 inch. I'm going to chain piece them, it's just a little bit quicker. So let's go to the machine. You are putting right sides together. This is a plain, so it's not going to make much difference. This is all hand dyed from Amafu. You can see that I like to start on the cut edge so that the folded edge is at the end. It helps to make sure that I do fold it in half. So if you're new to chain piecing is literally just keep going with your piecing, putting 2 patches, then 4, etc. together without breaking thread. Right, so now we're just going to snip these apart, literally just where the little skipped area is. Be careful there because that one was quite short, so just be careful not to cut your fabric. And then we press. So I'm pressing, but I'm not going to press all the way. I'm sort of pressing halfway. I am pressing so that I can get the middle line and align my fold when we get there. It just makes it more accurate. Right, then you can get your purple thang close or a bodkin just to turn your petals inside out, and I'm pushing on my point there to make sure. And now this is what I mean with pressing in that fold, because now I can just align my seam with that fold, and now that I'm in the center. Right, now before we go and stitch these together, I like to pair them off, so to make sure that I've got the right colors together. So blue, right side up blue and right sides together. And then we're going to go back and we're going to chain stitch them, chain piece them together. Right, so I know that I always stitch on the right, so I'm just going to continue doing that with all of them. I'm going to chain piece again. And then we cut them apart again. And press. And then we repeat. So again, I want them to go that way, so I'll just do a layout and make sure that I've got my layout right before I continue, just in case I have an oops. So I want that one to go onto that one, there, there, and there. And then we can take this back to the machine. And we give them a press. And we go back, we do one half and then we do the other half. Now I am going to lie them on top of each other so that I can make sure that I get a flat plate. I'm going to put a pin on this one, and I'm going to put a pin on this one, and then we're going to stitch them together. Removing the tails. And press. And there's our Dresden plate. We've still got to do the center. We're going to do that in another video.